some definitions, mathematics 2b, 5th chapter, hyperbola. First one is rectangular hyperbola. Rectangular hyperbola. This is the most important concept in 2 marks question. Rectangular hyperbola means the length of the transverse axis is equal to length of the conjugate axis of a hyperbola is called the rectangular hyperbola. The length of the transverse axis, this is the diagram of the hyperbola. This is the focus S, this is the focus S dash, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, this is the A, this is the A dash, this is the center, this is the B, this is the B dash. Here A dash is the transverse axis, B dash is the conjugate axis of a hyperbola. Here A dash is transverse axis, B dash is the conjugate axis. Here length of the transverse axis of a hyperbola is 2a. Length of the conjugate axis of a hyperbola is 2b. Here length of the transverse axis is equal to length of the conjugate axis of a hyperbola is called the rectangular hyperbola. So equation of the hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. Here length of the transverse axis is equal to length of the conjugate axis. When both sides 2 cancel, E is equal to B. B is equal to substitute A. So x square by a square minus y square by b equal to substitute a square equal to 1. Here taking LCM, a square x square minus y square equal to 1. Taking a right side, so x square minus y square equal to a square. This is the equation of the rectangular hyperbola. Rectangular hyperbola equation x square minus y square equal to a square. Rectangular hyperbola means length of the transverse axis is equal to length of the conjugate axis of a hyperbola is called the rectangular hyperbola. Here equation of the rectangular hyperbola is equation of the rectangular hyperbola. Rectangular hyperbola is x square minus y square is equal to a square. This is the equation of the rectangular hyperbola. Here eccentricity of the hyperbola is under root of a square plus b square by a square. Eccentricity of the hyperbola is E is equal to under root of a square plus b square by a square. Yesterday already we discussed here b square is equal to a square into e square minus 1. Taking b a square left side, b square by a square equal to e square minus 1. Taking minus 1 left side, 1 plus b square by a square equal to e square. Here taking LCM a square plus b square equal to e square. So E is equal to under root of a square plus b square by a square. This is the eccentricity of the hyperbola. Hyperbola eccentricity formula equal to under root of a square plus b square by a square. Here substitute b is equal to a. So E is equal to a square, b is equal to a square by a square under root. A square plus a square, 2a square by a square under root. A square get cancel. E is equal to root 2. The eccentricity of the rectangular hyperbola is root 2. The eccentricity of the rectangular hyperbola is E is equal to root 2. This is the most important concept. The eccentricity of the rectangular hyperbola is root 2. Rectangular hyperbola means length of the transverse axis is equal to length of the conjugate axis of a hyperbola is called the rectangular hyperbola. Equation of the rectangular hyperbola is x square minus y square equal to a. Eccentricity of the hyperbola is under root of a square plus b square by a square. Here b is equal to a or a is equal to b. Substitute b is equal to a square get cancel root 2. The eccentricity of the rectangular hyperbola is root 2. Next one is axillary circle. Next one is axillary circle. The circle described on the transverse axis of a hyperbola is the diameter. Is called the axillary circle. This is the diagram of the hyperbola. This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. This is the focus S. This is the focus S dash. This is the vertex A. This is the vertex A dash. Here A dash is the, here C is the center. A dash is the transverse axis. A dash is the transverse axis. Here CA equal to CA dash equal to small a. Center 0, 0. CA equal to small a, CA dash equal to small a. Here A dash is the diameter of the hyperbola is called the axillary circle. This is the center, CA is the radius, A dash is the diameter of the circle is called the axillary circle of the hyperbola. The length of the transverse axis of a hyperbola is the diameter of a circle is called the axillary circle. Axillary circle of a diameter. Here equation of the axillary circle is center 0, 0 and radius small a. So equation of the axillary circle x square plus y square is equal to a square. Here C is the center 0, 0, CA is the radius, center 0, 0, radius small a. Equation of the circle with center 0, 0 and radius small a is x square plus y square is equal to a square. This is the equation of the axillary circle. Axillary circle means the circle described on the transverse axis of a hyperbola is the diameter is called the axillary circle of a hyperbola. Equation of the axillary circle is x square plus y square is equal to a square. This is the second concept. Next one is conjugate hyperbola. Conjugate hyperbola means the hyperbola whose transverse axis and conjugate axis are respectively conjugate axis and transverse axis is called a conjugate hyperbola of the given hyperbola. Here transverse axis and conjugate axis respectively conjugate and transverse axis of a hyperbola is called a conjugate hyperbola. Here transverse axis and conjugate axis respectively conjugate and transverse axis of a hyperbola is called the conjugate hyperbola. Means here the diagram is, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, this is the y-axis, this is the focus S, this is the focus S dash, this is the B, this is the B dash, this is the A, this is the A dash, this is the center. Here transverse axis is BB dash, conjugate axis is A dash. Here reverse, transverse axis change into conjugate axis, conjugate axis is changed into transverse axis of a hyperbola is called the conjugate hyperbola. The hyperbola whose transverse axis and conjugate axis are respectively conjugate and transverse axis of a given hyperbola is called a conjugate hyperbola of the given hyperbola. Here interchanging transverse axis, conjugate axis, transverse axis of a hyperbola is called the conjugate hyperbola. This is the third definition. Next, fourth one, the parametric equations of a hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. X is equal to a secant theta, y is equal to b tan theta. The parametric equations of a hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1 is x equal to a secant theta, y is equal to b tan theta. Equation of the hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. X equal to substitute a secant theta, x square means a square secant square theta by a square minus y equal to substitute b tan theta, y square means b square tan square theta by b square equal to 1. Here a square get cancel, b square get cancel, remaining value secant square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. Here theta satisfy the hyperbola. So the parametric equations of the hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1 is x is equal to a secant theta, y is equal to b tan theta. Next one is notations. The general equation of the hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1 means minus 1 is denoted by S. Is denoted by S. The general equation of the hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1 means x square by a square minus y square by b square minus 1 is denoted by S. Second one is S11 means x1 square by a square minus y1 square by b square equal to 1 or minus 1. Equal to 1 or minus 1. Third one is S1. S1 means x1 by a square minus y1 by b square minus 1. S1 means x1 by a square minus y1 by b square minus 1. Last one S12. x1 x2 by a square minus y1 y2 by b square minus 1. No. This is the four notations. The general equation of the hyperbola is denoted by S. S is equal to x square by a square minus y square by b square minus 1. S11 x1 square by a square minus y1 square by b square minus 1. S1 x1 by a square minus y1 by b square minus 1. S12 x1 x2 by a square minus y1 y2 by b square minus 1. This is the notations. First one is rectangular hyperbola. Second one is axillary circle. Third one is conjugate hyperbola. Fourth one is parametric equations. Fifth one is notation. This is the very important concept.